Amira had always felt like a prisoner in her father's palace. The walls that were meant to protect her felt like a cage. One night, desperate for escape, she climbed the tall castle window. Closing her eyes, she braced for death as she let herself fall. But instead of the hard ground, she landed in something she couldn't explain. It was as though she was still floating in air. Slowly, she opened her eyes only to meet a gaze that left her breathless. A man stood before her. He was white, a foreigner. Tradition had taught her never to linger on a man with such eyes, but she couldn't look away. He lowered her gently to the ground. Around them, the palace guards stared in disbelief. None of them could understand how the princess, who was supposed to be locked away, was now standing outside. Later, Amira learned that the man was an American tourist who had come to meet her father. His name was Jacob. From that night, Amira could not stop thinking of him. The thought of his hands steadying her, of his gaze meeting hers, refused to leave her mind. Sometimes her godmother Amina, who had just recovered from illness, noticed her distant stares. "You look like you are falling in love," she teased her with a knowing smile. Amira laughed it off, but inside she wondered if Amina was right. Then came the whisper she overheard, that Jacob would be staying for several days in the palace. It made her heart race. Perhaps she could see him again. But when her sister Zainab began admiring Jacob openly, something stirred inside Amira. Anger, very sharp and unfamiliar. She confronted Zainab, warning her to stop admiring strangers. Her sisters burst into laughter, mocking her. "Look who is in love now," they said. Normally, Amira would have argued, but this time she stayed quiet. A frightening truth settled in her heart. Maybe they were right. Had fallen for him. That night, Amira did something reckless. By candlelight, she wrote a letter asking to meet Jacob in secret. She gave it to a guard who had always been loyal to her. Sometimes she suspected his loyalty was more than duty, but she never questioned it as long as he obeyed. Hours later, she received a reply. Her breath caught in her chest. Jacob had agreed to meet her. When night fell, Amira slipped quietly into the palace orchard. Among the orchard trees, hidden from prying eyes, the moonlight softened his face, and for a moment she felt free. "My name is Jacob," he said with a smile. Amira, known for her daring spirit, chose not to answer. Instead, she leaned forward and kissed him. Jacob was too shocked to react. For a heartbeat, the world felt like it belonged only to them, but it ended just as quickly. The sudden sound of rushing footsteps broke the silence. Guards stormed into the garden, their torches flaring. Amira froze in terror. Her heart knew the truth. This night, this secret could cost her everything.